Chill. You already know it's your boy Joe back at it again, codingphase.com. Your boy's back and I done did it again one more time. Today we are looking for entry-level jobs and seeing the job market, see what's going on. Okay, shout out to everybody that's in here. You already know this live stream is brought to you by codingphase.com. And yeah, let's do this. All right, so I'm gonna get started by looking into what I like to do every single day. Come in and searching for HTML. Okay, again, we focus mainly on web development, so that's why we always start with HTML to see all of the jobs that have been listed mentioning HTML, and then from there we look for opportunities. All right, so we have right here, this is an entry-level position. Whenever you see anything that's around $30 and below, okay, that's an entry-level position, right? This is a part-time, $25 an hour, high quality and high Hialeah, e-commerce Shopify website manager. This is for those of you guys that's in Miami area. Guess what? They're looking for somebody to come in and basically help them out with the Shopify store and manage the website itself, right? This is great opportunity for somebody that's just starting and maybe looking for some side gigs, right? This could be a really good opportunity for some of you guys that's in that process of like looking for your first full-time job. Guess what? A part-time job is not bad. It's a good start. Okay, that will help you get that experience to get your next position. Let's go into this one, marketing coordinator. Let's take a look at this. Okay, this is another position in the realm of marketing and also to web administration. So it's another good opportunity here. Let me go in and search remote just in case we missed those. So let's start with remote so we can see what opportunities is here all over the US. Okay, we have senior software developer, 110,000 to 135,000. Again, this is a senior role. They're focusing on full stack development. They're focusing on Angular, ASP.NET, right? The boring stuff that people don't like to do. Guess what? That's a good opportunity for some of you guys. Okay, let's go into the space of Shopify. Okay, Desk Technologies. Okay, starting at $25 an hour. There's a remote position, contract project base. Okay, it says here, can I employ from New York or California? And you know why? Because those states make it hard for you. If you're not hiring somebody full-time, they want you to go in and hire somebody full-time. And if it's like project-based or contract-based, they still got to go in and put you on taxes and a bunch of other stuff. So that's why some companies decide not to go in and hire in New York or California. Okay, let's go in and continue looking here. Okay, we saw that one already. Okay, senior web strategist, account lead. Okay, we're gonna go to the next one. We're just looking for anything that's mentioning HTML. That will let us know if it's a web development position. Okay, full stack software engineer, 140 to 155. Trajan Wealth. All right, there's a great opportunity. So they're looking for somebody experienced with Azure Cloud, Docker, API integrations, right? So this is a full stack role. Always remember, nowadays, not only do you need to know the front end, you need to know the back end, but then you also need to be doing DevOps. This is the world that we live in right now, guys. Okay, I think right now being a full stack developer might be the worst job. You're basically doing 3 different jobs in one position. All right. Okay, let me see. Software engineer, advanced program. Okay, 90,000 to 110,000. All right, this is gonna be with C#, JavaScript.NET. Again, this is that space. There's people that saying, man, there's no jobs. Well, you're gonna have to start doing the boring things, the things that's not exciting, right? You might have to use some Angular, you might have to use some Java. All right, it is what it is. All right, let's continue looking through here. Let's see, full stack remote position. Okay, let's see what else we have in here. Okay, another one, .NET. All right, so for those of you guys that's doing Node.js only, y'all need to start taking some courses and stepping your game up with .NET. I keep seeing positions for .NET developers, and Java developers. Okay, senior Salesforce 5.9 architect. This is a little bit more advanced. Okay, we have digital designer, senior AI full stack engineer. Okay, this is for those of you guys that's in that space of full stack and AI. Okay, so they're looking TypeScript, HTML, CSS, Java, Node.js. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Build, deploy AI power applications using LLMs, Gen AI. Okay, retrieval augmented generation, aka RAG. All right, handle unstructured PDFs, HTML, audio, images, multi-models. All right, so again, this is a position where they're looking for somebody who has experience. Again, for anybody that's like looking to get into the space of AI, there's a lot of opportunities right now. There's certain skills that you're gonna have to pick up. And yes, some companies, they might require you to have a degree, but some just require that you have experience. Like you could go in and learn these skills and have these skills, right? And have been working as a full stack developer. And now you have these new skills and you can apply to jobs like this. All right. Believe it or not, there's not that many people that have all of these skills, right? And on top of that, knowing how to use AI. So that's going to be something that's going to help you find opportunities out here. And companies are paying a lot of money for this. Okay. Now, of course, definitely get ready to go through hell to get the job. It's a million different interviews. So, yeah, you're going to go in and understand it's the Hunger Games, okay? They might do 4 or 5 interviews on you, all right? Anything that's above $100,000, you know damn well is going to be going through hell. So keep that in mind. Shout out to everybody that's in here. We are live right now. Okay, let me see who's in the chat. I like to give my shout outs to my peoples. Whoever I see in here, let me see who's here with me right now. We got Miss Flames. Okay, I do Reyes. Who else we have in here? 1% Trade. Shout out to you, my guy. Okay, thanks for sharing these jobs. They look good, boss. Yeah, man. I'm here to you know, notify you guys what opportunities were listed today. Okay, so let's go in and go to the next platform. Now, of course, there's more jobs if you go in and you search by state. As you guys can see, a lot of companies want people to come in and work in-house in the office. So it is what it is, right? If you have a remote job, hug that. Hug it, because right now the remote jobs, it's not that they're going away. It's just that not every company is looking to have people to be remote. In the pandemic, if you was working remotely, most people, they already continue working remotely. But for the new people coming into a new company, yeah, they want you to be in there. Okay, they're paying too much money for that rent, and they need you to start using the facilities. All right, shout out to everybody that's in here. Reading through the chat. The chat is always funny. By the way, guys, for anybody that is watching this, okay, watching this live stream, and you still haven't came to codingphase.com, links in the description, okay? It's right here. It's very simple. You come to codingphase.com. If you are a beginner, if you're somebody trying to find your first job opportunity, we have everything that you need on codingphase.com. If you're looking to learn the skill, we provide that. If you're looking to get a good portfolio template, we provide that. We give you a job board. So pretty much a lot of the jobs that we find here, we go in and we list it on the job board. So you don't have to go in and do all this research and find different job opportunities. We go in and we list it for you. So it makes your life much easier. You just come to your platform and you basically go in and apply through there, right? On top of that, we give you a resume builder, which is guaranteed. Not, hey, we go in and maybe it goes through. No, it's guaranteed to get through the ATS bots, okay? And also to help you guys out to get those opportunities. Again, very simple. You could get started with literally $1 a day. All you have to do is come to codingphase.com. Sign up, get started. Stop wasting time. We in January, it's a new year. Okay, get yourself together. This is the platform. We've been doing this for over 8 years. You don't believe me? You could go in, check out the Hall of Fame, So a lot of people have came to codingphase.com and have found success. And this is just the people that want to share their story. We're not even counting the people that's shy, the people that be like, oh, I'm too scared to get my picture up there. I'm too scared to do this and that. There's a lot of people that have came to codingphase.com. Including some influencers, including some people that you might see online that you might follow. They came through Coding Phase. Okay, it is what it is. Shout out to everybody in here. Okay, is Webflow a tool now that's saying this new AI age? Is Webflow a tool now that says that's staying? Oh, sorry, read it wrong. That's staying in this new AI age. Well, I believe so. Webflow is really for designers, right? Webflow is not for developers. Webflow is for designers who really don't do development, right? But they can design something beautiful, something pretty, a nice landing page. And it's much easier for them because they could just go in without having to code. They could just build the website, build the pages, right? A lot of designers have their own clients and they could just go in and knock that out directly through Webflow. Also, to some companies, they have full stack developers, in-house, but they still use outsource, designers from out there. And maybe an agency comes in and says, well, we'll go in and build it for you guys, like your landing page on Webflow. And then from there, you guys connect to your application, which could be like app.whateverwebsite.com. You get what I'm saying? That's another strategy that people I've seen use. And yeah, I don't see Webflow going away because it is very flexible and allows designers to really go in and build websites. And it's pretty good. It's pretty solid. I have no complaints of Webflow. Okay, the people that use Webflow, always remember this. I remember a couple of years ago, there was people they were against using tools like that. And it's funny because now we're in a space where even developers are using tools to build websites. You get what I'm saying? But back then people would be like, oh, don't use Bootstrap Studio. Don't use, whatever Wix.com for building a website or whatever page builder it was. But at the end of the day, like if someone needs custom code, custom development, they come to a developer or they get a development agency. Now, if they just go in and just need a simple website, you could use WordPress. You could use a million different things. Okay. Like that ecosystem is completely different from ours. It's not like they're taking our food and we're not taking their food. You get what I'm saying? Like it's two different ecosystems. Okay, shout out to everybody that's in here. If you're live right now with me, put a message right here on the chat. I will go in and answer your messages. Okay, and I will go in and also continue looking for job opportunities. Like I said, guys, if you still haven't tried out codingphase.com, go check it out. Okay, we have everything in there for you guys, from web administration, email development, Shopify development, front end, full stack, whatever it is that you want to learn. We help you in that whole process and help you get into the game. All right. We even have a trading course now that's in there on codingphase.com. Of course, it's a limited time only where you could get access to it. But right now, if you come to codingphase.com, you could get access to the trading course. Today, I had an amazing day trading. And you might say, why are we talking about trading in a coding channel? Well, believe it or not, guys, I'm all about the bags. I'm all about making income, right? Either through development, either through entrepreneurship, or even going in and making money in the market. This is something that I've been telling you guys that I've been doing for the past 2-3 years, more like 4, and it's been very profitable. Earlier today, we had an amazing day. And just to give you guys a little glimpse, right? This is my second account. This is my cash account. That's the only one that I'm comfortable sharing with publicly, because I don't want to get robbed. I don't want nobody waiting for me outside. Okay, I got kids, bro. I can't put all my information out there. But just to give you guys a little glimpse of this, right? Just today, it was an amazing day. We did really good. Okay, this is a new account. I usually go into my cash account and I try to go in and start with $1,000 every single month. And today alone, we go in and made, 1,207. Okay. From January 1st to now, we done brought this from $1,000 to 5,272. Okay. It's a good skill to have. Okay. It's up to you if you want to learn it. For someone like myself, I'm going to continue doing what I do. I'm going to get these bags, I can't complain, making a quick little 1,000 here, 2,000 there, a little 500 here, 200 there, a 30 here, 20 there. It's fine because all it does, it brings my money up. Again, and unfortunately, this world revolves around money. So if you want to go in and learn this skill, links in the description. I have it right there. It's a trading course. I teach you everything that I've learned in the last 3 to 4 years. And again, it's for anybody that's interested in that. Okay. The goal is not to become a millionaire. The goal is to go in and make some extra income. Okay. Don't put that in your head that you're going to be rich. The moment you do that, you become greedy and you're going to lose money. But if you could go in and consistently make, 3% to 10% of your portfolio every single day, all right? And when there's an opportunity like today, this is a small cash account, right? Today was a great opportunity. I went in, I said, you know what? I bought into this stock that was trending today and was moving. Guess what? That doubled my money. I came out. I could have held it and tripled it, but I said, you know what? I doubled it. That's it. I'm out. Okay. I started with, 1,200, 1,300. And then once I got to a certain point, I said, I'm out. That's it. I made my money and I'm good. Most people don't make $1,000 a day. So why we got to risk it, right? But yeah, shout out to everybody in here. We see my boy in here. Renee's in here. I see Marcus is in here. Maury Cole says, I thought the trading course was going to be part of the profitable developer course. Certain individuals that purchased it, yes, you should have access to it. Okay. If you purchase the profitable developer course, those people that bought it on that first week, yes, you should be having access to it. Okay. If you did not buy it on that week, when I say, hey guys, if you buy it this week, I'm going to also give you access to the trading course. If you didn't buy that at that one specific time, then you don't have access to it. Okay. It was a limited time only. I do that all the time. I come in, if I wake up one day and say, you know what, I want to do something cool, let me give this away, I give it away. Now, if you didn't take it that day, you don't have access to it. Yeah, so you're good. Maury's like, yeah, bro, I got it the first day, bro. Stop playing with me. I got you. And if you don't have access to it, send me an email. I got you. And all I have to do is just activate it for you. Okay. But anyways, guys, let's continue looking for these job opportunities. Let's see what's going on in here. Okay. Let's see. So we checked on Indeed. I looked for remote positions there. I want to see what's going on ZipRecruiter, right? So Indeed is one service. ZipRecruiter is another service. So let's go in and let's search for HTML. Okay. This is how I like to search for things. And then from there, let's go remote. Okay, so here we go. Okay, you see, this is why I like this thing of ZipRecruiter and Indeed, because they show you different jobs, right? So look at this one, HTML tutor in Tampa, Florida. This is a remote position. This is for any one of you guys that might want to have like a extra income coming in, which I suggest you do. Even if you have a job, you should want to do this, right? If you go in, I've heard of this company, Varsity Tutors. So what they do is they look at your work history, they look at your experience, right? And then from there, you could get anywhere from, $25 to $40 an hour. Now, if you're a complete beginner, but you know what you're doing, they'll give you the lowest, which is like 18, which is still good if you're like looking for something, a little side gig or something, right? But for those of you guys that have some experience, you can make a nice little amount of money. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing that's gonna change your life, but think about it like this: extra, let's say you do 3 hours, is $75, right? So 25 times 3, 75. So if you go in and you say, well, I'm doing this, let's say 4 times a week. So 75 times 4, right? And then let's multiply that by 4, let's say 4 weeks, right? That's an extra $1,000 in your pocket. Okay, something that you could do for maybe for an extra bill, or saving for an investment, or saving for your first home, whatever it is, right? We are in an economy where, unfortunately, this world, you have to do more than just one thing. If you're planning to get ahead in life and you're like, man, I just want to have one job, I just want to do one thing, bro, I just want to have one income and relax when I come home, I want to drink a beer, smoke a blunt, do whatever the hell you do, right? For those of you guys that ski, right? If you ski, you could do that shit on your weekends. You get what I'm saying? Monday to Friday, you got to work. You got to do extra shit to make that extra income, okay? There's a lot of skiers out here. Right? So whatever you do, whatever you're into, right? Leave that shit for a weekend, right? Monday to Friday is grind season. Make that money. Okay, software developer, Microsoft 365. There's a lot of opportunities with this. If you haven't been paying attention to Microsoft 365, this is an ecosystem, right? I've been seeing a lot of corporate companies that's using that, and they're always, searching for people. And I guarantee you that if we go in and we was to poll everybody that watched this video that's looking for a job, and we say, hey, do you know about Microsoft 365? I guarantee you 98% of people won't know what it is. So that lets you know that the competition, right, is very low, but there's a high demand in the job opportunities. That's how you want to go in and make sure you could always get a job. Okay, let me see in here. Web developer, this is in remote in Tampa. I don't know why this thing is giving me, it's supposed to be giving me worldwide. You know what I mean? Like, that's the only thing about ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter's website is not as good as Indeed. In Indeed, you could be more detailed to actually search for job opportunities, right? With ZipRecruiter, it's a clunky website. Okay, it is what it is, but it's probably the number 1 and number 2 website for jobs. Okay, so we have CRM loyalty manager. Okay, this is an on-site position. For those of you guys that don't know what CRM is, look it up. It's customer relationship management, right? If I'm not mistaken. Okay, so it's a way to manage all of your customers, be able to look at, where they came from. You could send campaigns. There's a bunch of stuff that you could do, especially with Salesforce. And some ecosystems like Salesforce, are very popular in corporate America. So again, this is one of those skills that you want to learn. All right. And yes, do not get scared of this concept of the word CRM. Some people get very scared about that role. Guys, it's a technical role, right? It's a technical role. All you really need to know is how to use a computer, how to use a specific software to be able to manage the information for the customers, the attribution, the sending out emails. It's the same thing as a CMS system. It's nothing out of this world, right? So when you're looking for a job opportunity in tech, that might be your next opportunity, all right? Do not get scared about certain titles. Okay, let me see in here, customer service. Okay, Alexandria, Virginia. There's always something going on in Alexandria, Virginia, right? I always see this every single time that I'm searching for job opportunities. This is VA, right? This is the DMV, right? There's that area of like Washington, D.C., if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Alexandria. So yeah, this whole area here is infested with with jobs, right? Government jobs. So you're gonna have to have a clean record and all of that. But there's so many different companies and people that work here. It's crazy. And if I'm not mistaken, this is there's an area here that is like supposed to be like one of the richest neighborhoods in America. All right, so there's money in Washington, D.C. I mean, it is the capital of the United States, right? God bless America. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. God bless America. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the Americans in here, man. Either you born or you naturalized, man. You still American. Shit. Ain't nobody telling me like, yo, you ain't American. Bro, I'm American, bro. I lived here my whole life. I'm a naturalized citizen. I got my paperwork. ICE try to stop me. I'm walking around with my ID, my passport, and my fucking certificate. Like, yo, bro, chill. Shit is getting crazy out here. A lot of stuff happening in America, but it's still a great country, right? And great people that live here. All right, so let's go into this. Creative email developer, okay? Ametria, New York, on site and remote. Okay, salary range $50,000 to $80,000 depending on experience. So there you go, guys. Okay, email developer. All right. A lot of opportunities within that space. I keep telling you guys, that's why, when you come to Coding Phase, that's one of the first things that we focus on. And we could go in, we could chill here, and we could see just, everybody that pops up. Email developer, right? Shopify developer, right? Let's go in. Software engineer, right? Let's go in. Okay, let's just chill here for a second, right? Junior software engineer, right? Every type of role, right? But you're always gonna see email developer, right? This is one of the career paths that we focus on codingphase.com because it's one of the easiest ways for you to get your first job. You're using web development technologies and you're able to go in and get your first job and put some money in your pocket and a little bit of experience in your backpack, okay? So yeah, we here, bro. Shout out to everybody that's in here. Let's continue with this, all right? Let me see. Web developer, elevator technician. I don't know. Yo, sometimes some of these jobs, let me go through this, right? Why is there, when we search HTML, right, elevator technician pops up? I just want to see. We could skip this one, but let me just go through this one. Let me just see. What does what does HTML have to do with Yo, sometimes, bro, ZipRecruiter, I don't know who's the one that's on top of this, who works at ZipRecruiter, but their filtering system is crazy, bro. I mean, what does elevator technician have to do with anything in web development? I'm looking through here. Maybe it has like they have an office and they need somebody to maybe fix something on the website once in a while, right? But yeah, no, this shit don't even mention HTML and somehow still pops up. What are we gonna do with ZipRecruiter, bro? Shout out to everybody that's in here, man. I see a couple of you guys popping up. It's always good to see you guys. I see my boy Bill with Carlos. What's going on, bro? Clean t-shirt. Yeah, sometimes in the blue moon you might see me with a little button down. This is golfing Joe. You know what I'm saying? This is Joe when he goes golfing once in a blue moon. You know what I mean? This is Joe at the office. This might be the Joe vibe minus the hat, of course. We got to let the bowl head out. You know what I'm saying? At the office, you might see me with some little clear glasses, right? Yeah, a little shape up. You know what I mean? This is Joe at the office, right? Today you get Joe at the office. You know what I mean? Semi-office. This is business casual. You get what I'm saying, bro? This is business casual, Joe. You get what I'm saying? This is Joe walking through the airport type shit, right? They were like, yo, you might see me in the street someday. Like, damn, who's that Joe with the chains on, with the, you know what I mean, with the watches on, the jewelry on? Damn, that's Street Joe. You know what I mean? That's Street Joe right there. Damn, we got Street Joe today, right? Well, another day you might see me with Family Joe. Joe with the button down, you know what I mean, a little cardigan on top, right? Father Joe, right? You get Father Joe today, right? But today you got business casual Joe, all right? So, every other day we go in and switch up the skin. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is just an AI feature that we got. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. What's going on, 62 Tech? What's going on, bro? Hot Rod is in. Hot Rod, what's good, bro? I haven't seen you in so long. Damn, man. It's crazy. Once people start getting money, we never see them again. Ain't that some shit? You know what I mean? Shout out to my boy. Sup, Joe? Hey, since I'm a Legacy Diamond member, if I go to the course I already completed to review something, do I just click enroll, just making sure. Yeah. When you enroll, once you're already in the diamond member, right, you're a legacy user, it says enroll, right, you're good to go. Okay. If for whatever reason you haven't registered on the new website, all you have to do is register, right? Sign up. You go to the website, click my account, you sign up, use the same email me. We go in and activate your account. And when you go through the courses and the different features that we have on Coding Phase, all you have to do is just go in and click enroll. The reason why we have that is because I want to keep track of all the courses that you enroll in, right? Like, of course, we have access to everything, but it's easier for me to see where everyone is at, like in what part of the journey you're at, by me seeing, okay, I enrolled in the, let's say I'm doing, for example, let's go into it, right? You got a good question, my boy. Okay, so he says, if I'm already a member of codingphase.com, right? When you come into Coding Phase, right, you have different career paths. Okay. When you have this career paths, right? Let's say you choose email developer. When you become an email developer, right? You enroll in it and you have access to all of these courses, right? Now, when you're about to take a course, right? What you do is you come over here, like let's say, for example, MGML, and right here you will click on enroll, and that will enroll you. That way it will basically show, okay, this person is taking this course. So it allows me to see like where in the process you are at right now. Okay, like where in the process you are at and like what's going on. Like how long does it take you? Because I want to have all that information. We want to make sure to help people as much as possible. And the best way to know that is to see, okay, how long does somebody take to complete this course? How long does it take for them to complete this career path? So when you go in, even though you have access to everything, it will ask you, hey, enroll in it. Okay. And that way it just checks off everything and it just keeps track of your journey. All right. And that way we could improve codingphase.com, right? Like if we see that somebody's taking too long in a specific section or a specific course, we want to know why, right? We get to send you an email. We find out, hey, what's going on? We saw that you started this course, but for whatever reason, you haven't gone to the next one. And then from there, we'll get some information from you. It could be like a poll. It could be a message. It could be whatever, right? But this way, what I'm doing is I'm making sure that we're listening to every customer, every single person that comes to Coding Phase and helping them so they don't get stuck. And whatever we need to add to the platform to make sure to improve it and to make your life easier, right? Like right now, as you guys can see, we have the portfolio template. Like think about it like this. I mean, we started codingphase.com to be a community, right? It was just supposed to be like a forum for us developers to get to know each other and collaborate, right? From there became a place where, people asked me to teach them how to code. So I created some courses. After teaching people how to code, right, and get into the game, I realized the majority of people were getting left behind because they didn't know how to, what was the career path that they needed to choose. Sometimes people come in and be like, I just want to learn how to code. Okay, so look, this is what we do for you. We go in and we create the career paths that's getting the most jobs and most opportunities for beginners. Boom, we gave you that. Then some people came in and was like, I don't know what projects to build. So then from there, I added, hey, these are the projects for each career path that you need to be building. Once we did that, the next problem that we faced was people came in and was like, okay, but, I want to build my portfolio. I got the projects. I want to build my portfolio. And people were building their portfolios. But the thing is that a lot of people is not designers. A lot of people don't have a design or an eye for design, right? So what I did was I said, you know what? I'm going to build the portfolio for you. So you could look nice and professional. You could look nice and good, right? Like I give you an example, like here, we have the portfolio template. We're going to continue adding more portfolio templates, right? Over here in your career center, you have portfolio template, right? And in here, you can see the portfolio itself, right? Nice professional portfolio, very simple, has everything that you need to be able to go in and make sure you convert the person to actually give you an interview, all right? Then from there, we faced the next step, which was damn, Joe, but I don't even know how to write a resume. I don't know how to make my resume look good. What should I do? Right? Before, I used to go in and connect them with other people who would know how to write the resumes, that could give them a template. Now we provide you that. Now all you have to do is come to codingphase.com, click Career Center, click on Resume, right? And once you go into this, right, you have your actual resume here, okay? You just go in, click on download, right? Okay, and there you go. You have a brand new resume, okay? Ready to go, that has been proven to go through the ATS bots, right? So pretty much every single time, right, that we see that someone has some issue or they're missing something, we just say, you know what? Let's not leave it up to them. Let's just do it for them, okay? Let's provide them what they need. So, of course, the only thing that you got to do when you come to codingphase.com is do the work, learn the skill, do the course. We can't do that for you, right? And even at that, like we go out of our way and say, you know what? People have a resume, but they don't know what jobs they should be applying to. Guess what? We go in, we add a job board for you. Guess what? All the jobs that you should be applying to, they're right here. Okay? At this point, there's nothing that you need more than codingphase.com. Like, we're doing everything for you to make sure you succeed. So again, even with all the new features, all the new things that you're seeing, Hot Rod, there's a lot of cool features and things that's behind the scenes that give me more data and allows me to do even a better job in serving you and making sure that you succeed. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff happening at codingphase.com, guys. Let me see. I think ServiceNow has a coining platform now. Is a coin platform, a CRM platform. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's what you meant. Yes, ServiceNow. There's a lot of companies that is in the space of CRM. There's Braze. There's a bunch of companies. You know, there's a lot of money in creating tools for businesses. Always remember that if you want to build a software as a service, your first customer that you should be thinking about is how do I serve business owners, right? Because when you create a service for regular folks, right? Let's just say civilians, right? When you create a service for civilians, most civilians, they don't understand a lot of times the value that they're getting from a service, okay? But a business owner understands it because they can see the results that they're getting on their money, right? On the returns, the revenue that they're making. So when you create a tool, something like a CRM, or maybe a email platform, maybe a AI feature that allows you to, you know, summarize your law firm's documents or something like that. An in-house LLM for lawyers, let's say, for example, right? The business owner will see the results right there and then, okay? And then they don't cancel. There's no reason. If you're making money, there's no reason for you to cancel the subscription, right? That's why it's so important to go into the space of business with, you know, business owners, right? Like I myself, I'll tell you the truth. This is one of the reasons why I focus on this new year. I'm building a lot of tools that is going to be for, you know, Shopify, for and other CMS platforms, right? And it's because, you know, I do pretty well with Coding Phase, and I've done pretty well with myself helping people out. But the truth is, like, it's hard to go in and show somebody to, like, let's say somebody's watching me right now, right here. You're watching me and you're saying, who the hell is this guy? Why should I sign up to codingphase.com, right? Well, I can tell you like this. Well, if you're making anywhere between, you know, $50,000, $60,000 or below, right, with the skills that we give you at codingphase.com, you most likely could easily get a $70,000, $80,000 job, which then puts you on a position and in a path of being able to get a job that might get you, you know, 80, 90, 100. And later on, once you have 2 to 3 years, you might even make over $100,000, $150,000 or even more. So when you go in and you tell that to a person, right, a regular folk, a civilian, and you explain that to them, they're like, yeah, but I'm not seeing that shit now. I'm not seeing, you're telling me the potential is 100 something thousand, but I'm not seeing that shit now, right? When I create a tool for a business owner, all I have to do is say, hey man, this is a tool that we're creating for you. This is going to bring your revenue 10% up by next month. And then from there, they could see it right there and then. The following month, they could see, oh shit, we made some money with this. Let's keep it. Guess what? I built this tool. It costs $200 a month, $500 a month, right? $50, $30 per user, right? That company is going to continue using that tool for as long as they are in business. Another business like Coding Phase, right? It's for the regular folks, right? So I tell you from experience. Everything that I tell you guys is from experience. It's like, hey, if you want to make real money, you want to focus on not the services and products for regular folks. You want to go in and build for business. That's the most profitable thing, because it's very hard for a business to go in and say, we're going to switch on software, or we're going to go in and cancel a software that's making us money to then, save some money. They're not going to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you right now, if you're making money with something, you keeping everything. You're not trying to move anything around. You don't want to break the system. All right. But yeah, there's a lot of different CRM systems and a lot of software as a service that are jumping into that space of, business, software for business. Okay. Let me see. This like web developer, but ability to carry boxes. Word. Let me see. Joe, directly from home, or you rent in the office or something like that? Yeah. So I used to have an office in Connecticut. I moved to Florida, bought a house here. I have my office in the house, and now currently right now I'm in a rental home. I'm free. I don't own nothing. I don't own no houses. I don't own no nothing. Planning on buying something in Georgia or Texas. We're still debating, but right now I'm a free agent. I could move anywhere in the world, okay? And it's a great feeling, right? Again, I don't want to go too much into the same shit I keep going into every single live stream when people ask me about this. But yeah, I don't, like, it's nice to have your own place, but at the same time, the freedom that you have, man, you can't even fucking put a price on it, man. People tell you, hey, get a house. To be honest with you, that's tying you down. Like right now, I'm free. I got a big ass house. I'm comfortable. My kids is comfortable. And then now I'm like, okay, where do I want to move to next? You know what I'm saying? Before, when I owned this other house, I was stuck. I was stuck there. And now I'm like, I'm free. I'm a free agent. I'm going to take my talents to Atlanta, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? You might see Joe with some dreads. You know what I mean? Like, Joe might move to Georgia and pop up and it's like, yo, Joe, what's going on? We got business casual, Joe. It's like, pop up like, what's up, shorty? You know what I mean? ATL Joe now. You know what I mean? Joe come through with some dreads. You know what I mean? Shit, Joe done went to Turkey. Got a couple of little freaking hairs on him. Shit, this is a whole different Joe. Joe with dreads? Oh man. Joe, California. Word. Let me see. Vote for, okay. Yeah, the counties in Northern Virginia rank among the highest in terms of median household income in the country. Yes, sir. Let me see. It's been a while, man. You still cooking up code? I see. Yes, sir, man. You know what I mean? I'm trapping on that code, man. Right now, I got a... Shit, I don't know if I should put this on. I got a new service. I don't know if you guys have been seeing the new thumbnails and all of the new stuff that we've been dropping here on YouTube, right? So I used to pay for a service for this, right? I used to pay a designer to come in and design the actual thumbnails, right? From there, right? Then I got a AI service from another company. And then I said, yo, why am I paying $50 a month for this app when in reality, it doesn't even give me everything that I want? It doesn't give me the flexibility for the thumbnails and this and that. It doesn't really generate exactly what I want for the thumbnail. And guess what? Your boy saw an opportunity. So right now, there's another service that I'm about to launch, right? I'm dropping my goal for this year. I'm trying to drop 12 apps this whole year or more, right? I have traderplanner.com. Entry-level-jobs.ai, we are putting down hold because we basically took everything that was on entry-level-jobs.ai and we put it on codingphase.com. So that one I might go in and sunset it, right? I have this other one that it's a Shopify app. I'm not gonna talk about that one because that's proprietary information, right? I don't want somebody to come in and be like, "Oh, word, Joe, put me on, coach," and they start building the same app I'm about to launch, right? And right now I also have another one which is to help people generate the images for their thumbnails, for their Instagram, for all of these things, right? And it's super simple, right? As you can see, if you look at my thumbnails, they're looking high quality. They don't look like the face look crazy. It's your boy, right? So yeah, I'm about to launch that pretty soon. So yeah, I'm still cooking up code, bro. I'm still here trapping out the keyword. You know what I mean? Let me see, reading through here. I've been coming to the lives, man. I just don't talk all that time. Okay. Well, say hi next time, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You over here. It's like, yo, you over here like, yo, I'm just watching this shit. Say hi, bro. Like, my boy Hot Rod chilling. He's like, Joe, I'm at work, bro. Come on, man. Let me see. Hector, what's going on? Hey, Joe, how can I get a U.S. job as a Mexican? So, good question, right? There's multiple ways that you could do it, right? You could freelance. You have Fiverr, Upwork, where you could go in and post your different gigs. You can also go in and pretty much get an LLC, right? Which gives you a company here in the United States, and you could do contract work with a business. So you can basically do like a contract between business to business, right? Which means that you can apply to all the jobs that's here in the United States, right? And then when they go in through the process of hiring you, you will explain to them, hey, I have a LLC here in the United States. You guys can go in and use that to pay me through my business, right? Once they pay that business, then from there you got the responsibility to pay yourself and pay taxes here in the United States. All right. So that's the best way to do it. A lot of people do it that way. And a lot of the students that come from other parts of the world, that's how they're doing it. They create an LLC. It's not that much. A LLC is like $200. Okay. It's $200 that it costs. You know, I'll tell you right now, LLC setup, LLC price. Okay. So it's anywhere from $100 to $500, depending on the state, depending on what service you use. Okay. So pretty cheap. Let me see. Guess what? I'll review some of the stuff. Nice. Eduardo said, yo, watching from Mozambique. Let me see. I did see that there's a resume builder. It's pretty slick. Yes. Pretty dope, man. Go and use it. How will remote dev stand out for a U.S. company, Joe? AI skills plus what specialty and project? I would say if you want to stand out, the best way to stand out is to learn skills that other people here in the United States are not paying attention to. Again, Java. People hate doing Java. People hate doing .NET. People hate doing PHP. So guess what? Those are where the opportunities is, right? Once you do that, then, you know, having a great portfolio and just making sure that, like I was telling the other guy, if you want to work in the United States, the best thing to do is get an LLC here. You know, establish a company here. Anyone can set up a company from anywhere in the world in the United States. And then now what you do is you're responsible for maintaining the LLC. Okay. Let me see. How do I get the latest version of the indicator with the opening range? Good question, Wizzy17. Good question. Good question. You will see it today. Okay. Good question. Okay. One of the reasons why I didn't add it is because I want to have a video for it. So to explain how to use the opening range settings. So every time, and by the way, for anybody that's watching this, that's wondering what the hell we're talking about. So currently right now we have a trading course. If you look at on youtube.com, on the description of this video, you will see that in there we have a couple of links. Okay, so let me see if I show you guys this. So we here, right? This is the video you're on, the live stream. Okay, of course, if you look at the description here, you should see these links. So you have start your own developer journey for just $1 a day. This is the link directly to codingphase.com. And then this one is the trading fundamentals pre-order. Okay, so anybody that wants to learn how to trade, right? I can go in and teach you guys this skill. It's not that hard. Okay, and literally it's $150. It's a one-time purchase. Now, this one-time purchase comes in with all of the lessons, everything, and we also have our own indicator. Okay, just to give you a little glimpse, right? So Lux Algo is probably the most popular indicator that's out there. This costs around, $60 a month. Okay, if you want the ultimate, it's $100 a month. All right, I'm giving you my own indicator for free. All right, when you come in and you purchase the trading fundamentals course, and I'll show you guys how it actually looks. Right, so you have trading view. You have, let's say, what was the stock that I made some money today? I still got it. SPHL. Look at this. This is why sometimes I'm like, man, I don't know if I should go if I should go live or not. But look at this, right? I could have made a killing right now, guys. Sometimes I'll be like, should I go live today? I'm like, I don't know. The market's hot. Look, I left two in there, right? I already made money. Look, I bought in on this, right? I bought this over here, boom, made money, came in, boom. Once it got to 19, I basically doubled my money, sold, right? If I would have held, I was telling my wife, I'm like, yo, should I hold it? Because I know it's going to go to 25 or more, right? And look, it happened. But even if I would have came in, I wasn't going to go live. I said, I'm going to wait until this thing comes back to 13. And look, I was like, man, it dropped. I didn't think it was going to come back. I thought it was going to continue going down. I said, let me go live real quick. But yeah, for anybody that's interested in this skill, right? It's not hard, guys. For anybody that's been watching me, right? Y'all know I break down these topics, things that seem very difficult. I go in and I break it down very simple. Anybody that has taken my courses and have came through codingphase.com, they know when I taught you guys how to code and how to build this web applications, this websites, these emails, I break it down in a way that anyone can understand it, right? Trading is not hard. What you need to know is how to use the tools, and you got to have the right information. If you don't have the right information, the right resources, you always gonna go in and blow an account, right? When you actually know what you're doing and you have the tools, it's much easier. So right now, this is the indicator that I've created. Okay, so this is on Weibo. That's my Weibo account. We made like 1,200 something today on that, right? It was 1,400, but I had lost 200 on the first trade on another stock. So technically, I made 1,500 on that stock from today. But it's SPHL. Okay, SPHL. Okay, so here we go, guys. So this is my own indicator, right? This is like I don't trade without it. Okay, like there's certain things that I look for to be able to get into a trade, and this right here I pretty much gave you within this indicator exactly how I trade, right? And the tool that I use, and I give it to you completely for free when you go in and you purchase the trading fundamentals. Like I said, again, the goal is not to become a millionaire, not to become rich. This is the first thing that I mentioned to you guys here. For anybody that is taking this course, that decides to take this is not to make you rich overnight. Okay, this is to learn a skill, just like coding, just like anything else, right? And learn the tools, right? From there is no guarantee that you're going to make any money, because you have to understand that's what we start with paper trading. You have to take your time. Just like when you're building a website, you're going to start struggling with how to go in, align things, how to move things here. It takes time, right? But a course like this will make the time much shorter. Now, once you paper trade, then from there, and you have a consistent flow of being profitable, then it's up to you to decide if you want to go in and use real money. My goal here is to give you the knowledge and give you the tools that I use to help me make the right decisions, and that's it, okay? Not guaranteeing you that you're going to be a millionaire, because I'm not a millionaire doing trading, right? My goal every single day is to go in and make enough of what somebody in a regular job would do, right? The average person makes around anywhere from $100 to $300 a day working on a job. If you're working on a more technical job, you might make $500, $600 a day, and that's it, right? So if I go in and I make $500 a day, that's a great day for me. I'm basically getting paid to not even have to work for anybody. That's how I look at it. And again, that's the idea of this trading fundamentals course that I go in and I show you guys. So again, this was a stock that was moving, right? I show you guys how to find the right stock, right? You don't need signals. You don't need none of that shit, right? You just need to know how to find the right stock and what's the good stock that will make sense for you to trade for the day. And when you get your little 3% to 10%, get out. If you hold it for long, it's like, look at this. You know, when I came in this morning, right, I could have held this from here all the way to up here, okay? But what if this thing would have just came down and would have just continued going down? I would have lost all my money, right? That's one of the things that I try to teach you in this course, is like, greed is what was going to kill you, right? For me, what I did was I came in, I saw this moving, I bought in, sold over here. Then from there, I bought again, okay? And then once I knew that this thing was going to bounce, as long as it kept above the VWAP, I came in and it got to 19 and I sold. I could have held it to 20. I could have held it to 21, right? And I would have probably lost money, right? It's better to go in, get your profit, and come out. This is a great opportunity. This is a stock that's been moving all day. When is it that you will want to get in? On the pullback. What was the pullback? This area, the $12. You would have came in, bought there, right? You would have still been in profit. And now when it does bounce back even higher, now you come in and you would have sold. At 25, you sell. If you want, you do like what I do. Sometimes this is a little trick that I have, which is to kill the FOMO, right? I already made money for the day. I don't need to go in and trade it no more. But if I decided to go in and trade, right, what I would do is, if I feel FOMO, fear of missing out, I go in and I buy 1 or 2 stocks. Now I feel good. I'm like, I'm still in it, but I don't really got a lot of money in it. So if it does drop and would have went the other way, I would have been fine. I already got my profits and I'm good. So all of these things is what we cover inside of that trading fundamentals course, right? Of course, it's for whoever's interested. I'm not here to try to convince you to do some shit good for you. I'll be honest with you. This is just me. I'm putting it there and I talk about it because that's what I do every day. When people ask me, what do you do, Joe? I code, right? I trade and I take care of my family and my kids. That's it. You get what I'm saying? It's very simple. There's 4 things I do. And once in a blue moon, I play a video game. You know what I'm saying? You might see me on Battlefield 6. Okay? That's it, right? That's all I do all day, right? And I'm constantly doing research on new ideas, new businesses, new things that I want to get into, right? But I don't gatekeep. I'm not one of these people. I don't want to come in here and be telling you guys, hey guys, because you're going to start seeing a lot of stuff that's happening right now, even from the new crib that we're getting, a lot of the stuff. I don't want you to think like, yo, this is coding money. That's not coding money. You know what I'm saying? The coding money is what you've seen so far. This new money is from trading. This is from me going in and you know, putting my money to work for me. That's why I've been telling you guys. So I don't want people to be like, damn, Joe looking like Joe, what's going, Joe, you got this, Joe, you got the big ass crib. Damn, so the crib is 2 times as big as the last one. Yo, you got the new Lambo. When we're start doing moves like this now this year, I don't want you to think this is coding money, because it's not. You get what I'm saying? Like there's a ceiling to, to development, unless you build like a crazy huge company or software as a service, right? And I like to just keep it very simple. Me, myself, how much I could do on my own, right? And yeah, I don't want to gatekeep. I don't want to be like one of these fucking YouTubers and people like that that be like, hey guys, I'm making millions with development. Like, no, I do pretty well with development, right? More than the average person, way more than the average developer. But this next stage in life of what I'm doing right now, it has nothing to do with development. It has to do with investments. So that's why I said, you know what, let me add this to the website for those that's interested. You know what I mean? I don't want to gatekeep. I just want to give you the information for those that want to learn it. You learn it. If you don't want it, it doesn't matter to me. It's there for those that do. Okay. Yeah, because I don't want nobody to come in. Damn, Joe don't went from coding to now trading to now. Damn, it's always a hustle, huh? Like, you know how motherfuckers think? There's always somebody in the internet that's like, yeah, this shit's fucking crazy, bro. What's next, Joe? Real estate? I might be like, yeah, I might be real estate Joe next. You know what I'm saying? As you continue to grow, this is what evolution is, right? You continue to learn new skills, new stuff. There's some people that they gatekeep. They don't tell nobody what they do. They don't teach nobody. They just go on social media and flaunt it. I don't even like to follow people like that. If I start seeing somebody showing a lot of shit and I'm like, damn, I want to get to his level and he's not teaching me, my attitude is fuck him. I don't want to fucking see him. Because what you're doing is you're shitting on me. You're fucking going in, doing the Lambos, though. I got this house, this and that, and all this shit, but you're not putting me on. You want me to look up to you, but you're not giving me the information that you got. I'm against that shit. I'm the type of person that's like, yo, if you have something that is doing good for you, put me on, because I also want to be good. So that's why, whatever I learned that is profitable for me and helps me out, I just go in and put it on my platform. Okay. Shout out to everybody in here. Yeah, because you know how the internet is like, yo, this always a hustle. What's next, Joe? Crypto? you got a coin, Joe? I don't even know why sometimes I be thinking about shit like that, because I'm like, yo, but in the back of my mind, it's like, I don't know. I have this thing where I try to make everybody happy, right? And that's one of the things I'm trying to stop for 2026. I need to stop thinking about other people and what other people think or how to make everybody happy. It's like, nah, bro, I'm here to do my own fucking shit, and I just got to make myself happy, because it does bring like a stress when you like, how do I make everybody happy? How do I go in in a sense, it's like, make everyone love me. You can't have everybody love you, right? Like, people's gonna fucking, right now I'll go in and say, hey guys, I have this vitamin water. It's not sponsored. It's something that somebody gave me. Also, now you pushing vitamin water. You listen, like there's always gonna be somebody that's gonna say some dumb shit, right? So I'd rather go in and just put it out there, Shout out to everybody in here, man. Like I said to Wizzy17, yes, the new version of the indicator, you will see it on the same place, on the same download zip, so you could download it. Okay. And this indicator too is gonna be another play for me for this coming year. Like, if Lux Algo in their algo indicators fucking suck, because I've been doing this shit for like 4 years. I tried a bunch of different indicators. I tried a bunch of different shit, and none of them shits work like my own shit, right? So now I'm like, you know what? That's gonna be another software as a service that we're gonna jump into somewhere this year. Right now, I'm giving it away to everybody inside of the course and giving everybody access to the indicator, but we are gonna jump into that space, right? Because I do have this other company called TraderPlanner.com. And my plan with that service is, once I launch that, we're also gonna launch the indicator, and this is it's I don't know how to explain this to you guys, but whenever I create a new business, a new idea, I go in and I give this shit out damn near for free, Like right now, I'm giving away a course that, in a sense, that took me 4 years to learn and to be profitable and to be in a good position, right? But I lost a lot of money because I didn't have that. So now I went in and created this and giving it out for $150. People charge, anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000, $4,000 for a course like that. I'm giving it for $150, right? Pre-order. Hey, you pre-order, you get it basically a crackhead price, right? Same thing for the Trader Planner. Once I have traderplanner.com, my plan is I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna make that shit $5. Right? There's a bunch of services out there similar to it, but not accessible to like beginners. So my plan is, boom, we have the course, right? We have the traderplanner.com, which is the software, and we have the indicator, right? I give it out to damn near everybody for free, right? Those students, those people that use the indicator, those people that use the Trader Planner platform, right? Initially, they come in and they pay $5. They're like, oh, this shit is an amazing deal, right? All those people get results. They get to try it out, and I get to cover my expenses. My expenses are the advertisement, the hosting, all of those things. So I'm giving it for free. I'm not making any money from it right now. But this allows me to then now have real reviews, right? Real people that come in and be like, oh, I took this course and it was legit. Hey, I went to this platform and I was able to track all of my trades. It was legit. Hey, I took this indicator and I was able to use the indicator and I was profitable with it, right? It was a great indicator for me. Now, all I have to do is go in and scale that and put it out there for the masses, because now it has been proven and we have real reviews, not fucking bots and random fucking 5-star reviews from random people, real people that can say, I've used this and it was legit. At that point, that thing that was $5 is no longer $5. Now it's $35 a month. You get what I'm saying? That's how you go in and you build a business. It's the same concept. I learned that shit. It's funny because people be like, Joe, how you know all of this stuff? You know what I do? I go and I learn from, either audiobooks. I learn from, even on YouTube, I'm searching for business information, business strategies. And I look for successful people who have ran successful businesses, like regular businesses. Like the person that I learned that strategy from was somebody who is a famous pizzeria owner in New York. It's one of the best pizzerias. I'm not giving him too much promo because he don't pay me to be giving him promo. He already got fucking millions of dollars, right? So I learned from him this strategy, right? When he opened his first pizzeria, right, he took a risk. When you become an entrepreneur, you become a business owner, you're taking a risk. People don't want to see that. People don't understand that, right? If this shit fails, you lose money. You could be homeless. There's a million things that could happen when you take a risk to become an entrepreneur. Now, what he did was, when he opened his restaurant, he had enough money to go in and pay for the pizza for 2 weeks, right? And he gave out the pizzas for free. We're talking about hundreds, if not, thousands. It's hundreds per day. And then count that, 2 weeks, 14 days. For 14 days, when his pizzeria opened up, he gave the pizza for literally $1. On the first day, he gave it out for free. And on the second day, after the second day, he gave it for $1. The $1 covered all of the materials and all of the things that take to build the pizza, right? But once people got a taste of it, everybody always came back and said, you know what, how much is the pizza? Well, it's $4.50 a slice. So his investment was his time, his money that he put in, right? Then from there, it came into the people that came in just paid the bare minimum. And once the people had a taste of it and loved the fucking pizza, now he said, this is what the pizza actually costs, right? So it's $4.50. It's $50 a pie. You know what I'm saying? People already know the shit is it's quality. And this is a thing that I'm super transparent. I tell you guys everything, even when I'm about to do a move, what I'm doing, what new businesses I'm opening, I share all of that. And even with trading, like I'm talking about it because this shit is profitable, right? And it's profitable for me and it's been a fucking life changer. But I'm trying to put you guys on, right? But you have to listen, right? You have to listen and just pay attention. You don't have to do everything that I do. Don't try to do exactly what I do. You just go in, you listen, you soak it up, and you think of your own ideas and use the same strategies that I do. That way, you're always going to succeed in whatever business, new app, whatever it is that you want to do. Okay. Again, this is why it's so important to go in and, when you are a developer, go into the space of learning to code, right? Go into the space of learning design, go to the space of design, of marketing, the space of business, right? And learn from regular people. Those people that you see that have under 100 views, you'll learn more from them than the guys that you see with 100, a million subscribers. I see guys in here that have 1 million subscribers, and I go to the channel, I don't learn one thing. I'm like, the fuck are you doing? Like, you don't share shit. You don't share anything about your life. You don't share how you got on. You don't share how you got your job. You don't share nothing. It's great to see somebody walking around in Google eating granola, but you don't give nobody the opportunity or put them on. Put them on. Tell them what they did, what you did. Or you went to high school. You got great SATs. You went to this university, got accepted to this one. You chose this one because of this. You went to this other school. You did this internship. How you found the internship? Like, give the fucking game. A lot of people don't share the game when they're big. All those YouTubers and all those people that you see that got, 1 million subscribers, this is not, they don't share no game. I learned from people, regular people that is just a camera on their phone, or somebody that wrote a blog one day. That's where you're gonna get the most gems. It's like me. When you see me here, you getting the raw. You're not getting the fancy animations, the this and that. You're not seeing none of that shit. You're seeing just a regular individual that's talking to you, putting you guys on, and you could see it. You see the growth. You've seen the growth since you guys met me since 2017 till now. I wish I would have done this in like 2011, 2012. But even back then, I was like scared to be like on YouTube. I was like, man, but I don't know anything at the time. At the time, I was like, how do I create a channel to talk about coding and like going in this journey when I don't know how to code yet, right? That was back then in 2017, but in 2011, I wish I would have documented that whole journey till now, because then now you will see like, holy shit, like look at this kid. He was in his mom's house, right? Living in a 2-bedroom apartment, sleeping on the couch. This is like, you would have seen the whole journey, but I was scared and fucking like, how you call it? Not ashamed, but like, what's the word? I don't know what's the word, but it's like, it's weird when you're on the bottom, you don't really want to share when you're at the bottom. you want to show when you're at least coming up, you know what I mean? Because if people would have saw like, damn, Joe got a shitty ass computer in 2011, damn. No one wants to see that. I mean, people want to see it, but the person going through it don't really want to share that like that. But yeah, I try to go and put you guys on with a lot of stuff, man. How do let me see, how do they yeah, so I already answered that. But yeah, guys, listen, I'm about to get out of here, guys. Definitely go check out codingphase.com. Like I said, I give you guys everything that I know, everything that helps, and at the same time that gets results. I'm not in the business of taking people's money, bullshitting them. Like, I'm in the business of, I want to do good business for you, so you could then from there tell other people about codingphase.com and what we do here. So that way, if you have a great story and you could go in and share that with people, then that's going to help my business out. I don't want you to come in one day and be like, damn, I never see you again. I want to build that relationship for years to come. You know what I'm saying? So the only way how we're going to do that is by serving you with a good product. So the courses is there. They're legit. The new services that we have, the resume builder, the portfolio template, the job board, everything that we have there is right there, top notch, to make sure that you succeed. Right. And again, we got the trading course. That's for those of you guys that want to learn, life after learning to code. Right. What do you do once you start working as a developer? Do you go in and blow your money? Nah, you go in and you say, let me go in and actually, invest it and do what I have to do. Right. Now, again, this is not financial advice. You do whatever the hell you want to do with your life. I just share what's good for me. All right. Take care, guys. I'm going to see you guys later. It's your boy Joe back at it again. Codingphase.com. Peace.